Yeah, JB, we're back in the building, correct?
We are back, yes.
I got my favorite jacket on. And we're back, correct?
Yeah, episode 2.
Episode 2, 3, who knows? Who cares? Well, we had some good talks with Diana Kadu.
Yeah.
We had some great talks with Angela Yo. And she was very popular there, JB. A lot of good feedback from her.
From the people. You can see it in the comments. And very nice, very open person, very comfortable. Was great. And the reactions are 100% good. So
that people not only obviously a great athlete, but a person that what can we say? Shows the passion and gives of themselves, you know.
Yeah, and she was so so excited, especially for having us, and also she can talk about her career and motivation and her powerlifting side of her sport, and well, she was very good,
very interesting, correct?
Yeah, very interesting.
And we like to force in regular men. They force their girls to start with bikini, but not us, correct?
No.
We force them into women's bodybuilding instead.
We don't force. We say force.
No, but we drop hints and clues, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's true.
But anyway, the season, it's been a horrible year. Yeah. When it comes to bodybuilding. Last year, obviously, we had some great shows, but you got to talk about, it's America, it's going okay because they have Tampa and everything goes in Tampa. But for us in Europe and Dubai and the rest of the world, we can't travel, you know, and the world is more than Americans, you know, so we can't say we had a great year when half of our athletes can't even do shows.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's very sad. Yeah.
So this year, the corona situation has not improved at all here in Europe. So it looks like we will have to see a lot of, hopefully, the Americans, because they have Tampa. Yeah. So at least we can enjoy that. And we will hope and pray that in July, August, Europe will open up. Or just... So, JB, should we just say, let's forget about COVID and just open Europe? Or should we wait to be safe? Because we're never going to be safe. So... What's your opinion on that? Just a quick.
I would say, from my perspective, personal, I would wait. But for the industry, we should open.
I'm like Dolph Lundgren in Rocky 4. If we die, we die.
Correct.
Open the world. We need to see freaks, correct?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We need to open up and get it back.
Because the bodybuilding industry, we're not like soccer or basketball or wrestling, because we got no money here, really. You know what I mean? And the promoters are losing a lot of money. The bodybuilders are losing hope.
Yeah, and also money.
Gym owners are completely falling apart.
Yeah,
we need to get back. We need to get back into business, don't we?
Yeah, definitely true. Yeah, it has to be, because we are only a few people out there in the world, and we usually the athletes are usually doing for themselves the best way to be safe and so on. I would care about other people. We can open up, so we get no risk because we are very carefully and so on. So open up, it wouldn't matter.
And speaking of opening it up, we got New York Pro. We got some bodybuilding action coming up. We got Indie Pro, but there's no women's. We got Pittsburgh first, and there's no physique or bodybuilding there. Women's bodybuilding. We got Indie. There's nothing going there with women's physique or bodybuilding, but we got New York Pro. First of all, we want to. We're happy that New York Pro finally got women's bodybuilding back. Correct?
Yeah, that's true. That's the second time. So very great, and I'm very grateful that Tim Gardner took over. So thank you very much.
I think Mr. Weinberger still has it, but is it Tim Gardner who puts on the physique and women's bodybuilding event of the show? Correct?
Yes. No, officially the Mr. Wein Weinberg is officially the promoter, but locally, Tim Gardner does it.
Yeah. So last year, this is in 21st of May. So guys at home, order your pay-per-view. Get your Jantana spray tan. Get your watermelons. Get ready in the couch because we can't travel nowhere. But get your pay-per-view credit card ready. Prepare to pay. Because finally we're going to see some Fong action again, correct?
That's true. And we're really looking forward to it. To sunny Florida. And then we watch the ladies on stage. Ready.
Last year, a quick, what do you call it? Flashback to last year. Yeah. We had the amazing Rachel Daniels. Yeah. Who won New York Pro. A tight contest with, I think it was Jeannie Fieldman there.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, and I really enjoy Jeannie Fieldman's physique, don't you?
Me too. Jenny was outstanding because she has the great muscularity we want to see, and very good shape. Was shredded, but yeah, Rachel took it.
Rachel will look beautiful, great stage presence, fresh muscle, fresh skin, beautiful, and I mean beautiful presentation. Yeah, stage presence, great. She was in great conditioning.
Yeah, definitely.
Tan on point. The tattoos made her look even more trendy.
Yeah, she's on trend.
Great. And she did awesome at New York Pro. She won it, and she won, guys. She won her pro card, I think 2 weeks before.
Yeah, that's right before him.
And she came in and laid the smackdown.
Yeah.
Won her pro card.
Yeah.
Won her pro debut, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And she took top 10 at the O.
Yes.
Impressive young talent. Do you know how old she is?
No. But we can find out.
20, middle 20s, late 20s, middle 20s. I'm not sure. Yeah. Young, very young.
Yeah.
And then we have, obviously, the crown jewel. We had Mela.
Yeah.
Last year, she came from a disappointing placing in women's physique like 2-3 weeks before.
Yeah. And
then she came into New York Pro and dominated. And I mean, she dominated, didn't she, New York Pro?
Yeah. She took all away. That's right there. It's incredible. She reminded me of Landon Murray. And
hey.
Yeah.
Wow. It was Landon Murray, huh?
Yeah, it was because I saw similarities on her shoulders. I saw similarities on the shape. So most definitely the clue that she won.
What do you like about Mela's physique?
Like I said, she has the round muscles. She has a beautiful shape. She has it's not blocky. It's just good mass for her size, and very impressive because she is presenting also very well. So she's not doing that in a plump way. We can say just really elegant, really nice to look at. So.
And it proves that you don't have to be the biggest to win that to do epic at the Olympics, because she came in and she beat Irene and Monique.
Yeah.
And got impressive 4th place at the 2020 Miss Olympia return. And what an achievement, because Irene and Monique, that's the biggest ladies we have in this division, correct?
Yeah. Among others.
And
but they weren't. Irene and Monique are on top of the biggest.
And because Irene Anderson brought shredded glutes to the stage.
Yeah, impressive.
And still she lost.
Yeah, so
that shows you how good Mela is.
Yeah, this definitely is.
Yeah. Before we end it, because we got 3, not 1, not 2, but we got 3 guests today. 3 guests. Let's hope everyone shows up. But as we plan right now, we got 3 girls. So if you see this and you only see two girls, that means someone has disappointed us. But let's hope that doesn't work. But anyway, before we go, we're going to have a blast from the past. I'm going to do mine next week, not this week. So who is JB's one of the top favorites blast from the past? Well, you got many, but what's one of your favorites, JB? What are we looking at?
I say today's pick of the past, you can say, is Lisa Lewis. She has she was a great athlete in the 90s. I think she was also on the Olympia stage. 94, I think. I have to look at. You can see the footage now, and she impressed me well because she was very tall from the height, but very massive. But not that massive. You can say it was ugly or something. It was very beautiful because she had the mass and she could put it. She had wide legs, wide shoulders, very round 3D muscles, and also very elegant. You would expect normally from wellness athletes. She had she had it. So and it was sad that she had a short career. I think 2 or 3 years in the pro, and then she disappeared. Who never knows what she's gonna do, but it's one of my definitely picks of the past.
All wide, 3D muscle, elegant.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dream, bro.
She was definitely.
And with that, let's go straight into our first interview of today. Today we have Sarah Marie Bell, who we saw turn pro in our favorite city, in Bucharest, Romania in 2019. And let's have a talk with her and see how she feels.
Let's go.
Welcome everyone back to the Female Bodybuilding channel. And today we're joined by someone very special. We're joined by Sarah Marie Bell, is it?
Yep.
JB, we saw Sarah Marie in 2019 when she dominated amateurs and got her pro card in Romania. We interviewed her with her coach, Jamie DeRigo, and we predicted the takeover in 2020.
2020 was great, yeah.
And I've been searching every show I went to, Sarah Marie. The only person I was thinking about was, where is Sarah Marie?
Stuck in Dubai still.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, and then tell us what happened after your pro card victory.
What would you like to know about myself? How in depth are we getting?
You tell us everything you want to know.
Oh God, that's too much. A little bit about myself. Well, for bodybuilding, I guess I would say I've been training for like 13 years. Specifically for bodybuilding, probably 10 years. I've done about 6 or 7 shows, I think it is now. I had fully retired from bodybuilding. I was never going to do another show again.
Why?
Because I just feel sometimes like to go to the level I have to go to, it's very masculine. And I lose my cheeks, I lose my ass, like all of these things that are not really that beautiful. So I said, like, I'm not sure I want to do that again. But you know, the love of the sport becomes an addiction at the same time. So when I met my coach, Jamie, we were like, oh yeah, we'll just do like a little diet for a photo shoot.
Okay.
But next thing I know, we were like 4 weeks out from Romania. And I was like,
wow, yeah.
What's happening? Yeah. And you know, like it was a funny show because I went into that show very relaxed, very calm, very cool. Like I never really thought about it. I just did what I had to do and did it. So that was unusual because every other show that I've done, I've never been with that sort of attitude. So I guess I came out of retirement for 3 years. I hadn't done a competition before. So, yeah, that's that story. Prior to that, I was in the Navy in Australia for like 7 years. Oh, wow. I left that to become a personal trainer. And now I've been doing that for like 10 years. So that must mean I'm really old now if you add all that up.
Well, you don't look a day older than 26. So you got good genetics.
It's good makeup.
Okay, and then so you did Romania.
I did Romania
What
and
happened
had an
after that?
absolute blast. And then when we came back from Romania, we thought that I would prepare for, I can't remember whether we were going to do March or whether we were going to do May. Maybe it was May. But obviously, because of all this corona that happened, that never happened in the end. So I did start dieting for the show. And then we just said, well, obviously we can't leave our houses. So I decided I probably wouldn't worry about it until maybe next year. Because originally I said maybe I would get ready and go back and do Romania again. Because really I'd like to do my pro debut in Romania.
Okay.
Because I just feel like that would be cool to win my pro card there and then do my debut there.
Yeah.
Because it is a very exciting thing, you know, to step into the new rank and be like, how do I look next to those girls? Yeah.
So you didn't do Romania in 2020 because you couldn't go?
No, we didn't do anything in 2020. I
What
trained
was that
very,
mean?
very hard, but other than that, I didn't do anything.
But before we talk about what's going to do next, but what you did train hard?
Very hard, yes, very hard.
Did you make any improvements?
I would like to say I made improvements. I think my bottom half is definitely a lot larger than it was before. Because I needed to go away and really develop my glutes, I think, for the class that I'm in. So, you know, that was really my main focus, was to bring a much better lower portion of my body into the show. So yeah, I did that. And then I got some boobs added on too now. So that looks a bit different. So I actually had to have a little bit of...
JB, don't get too excited up there now.
I bought some presents to myself.
A question. We have a lot of what can we say? Girls watching our shows that are not necessarily bodybuilders, but they learn because you girls are usually their role models, you know? They don't look too much up to Cedric McMillan or Lionel Baker for the physique. They look up to you girls because they're girls, you know? How do you improve? Because there's a lot of girls, you know, that wants their main goal in life is to get a good ass, good glutes, as they say.
Yeah.
How did you get up your glutes? Tell us, what did you do?
I honestly, the very first thing you have to do is make sure you're activating them when you're training, because you know one of the biggest things about your ass is it's lazy in most cases. So you know you can do exercises all day with your hamstrings and your quads, and your glutes get a lot of you know, they get missed out a lot of the time. And you know, I kind of had this bit of attitude for a lot of years that I didn't want to do bikini girl exercises. But in the end, I realized that I actually have to do that sometimes to get good glute activation. And then I developed a program where I actually train them a lot. Like I do the activation, but then I also go very, very heavy. I hit them with all different types of movements, all different types of reps. You know, I train my legs 4 times a week. And
what 4 times a week you train legs?
Yeah, I do.
So even if you're sore, you're still working. Like you don't. Yeah, of course, you're going to training with sore legs. Okay, 4 times a week, really?
Yeah, I actually do. It's a new test that I've been running because I like to experiment with myself. Yeah, I focus more on my glutes for 2 of those days. But then the rest of the time I have like a trickle feeding method that I use where I just kind of do like the light activation stuff, but I do that all the time so that every day I get like very light stimulation. And then I have like the big sessions that really put like the hard balls of the work into them. Okay. And honestly, like it's changed a lot. Like a lot of people have said to me that they look very, very different. So I hope when I diet down, it actually stays that way.
So is this a program because I know some girls who always asking me, AJ, how do I get bigger? These are not necessarily world class athletes like yourself, but girls who want to get in shape. Can they contact you for this program or no?
Yes, of course. I mean, I probably wouldn't give a general population training girl a 4-day-a-week leg program because that's very extreme. you know, I wouldn't give, like many of my girls, I wouldn't give 4 days of legs, because I just think like I'm at the stage in my life where I kind of know that if I have a week where I'm very tired, I obviously can't do that, or I know where to pull back and where to push. But, you know, I do give a lot of my girls 3 days a week, and, you know, they're very strong, and their bodies change a lot. So for sure, I definitely would help any girl grow her ass.
Well, enough about ass. Let's get on to this season now, Sarah Marie. So now the corona is still going ham in the streets, as we say, but the shows are scheduled now. We got at least 6-7 shows in Europe being planned. America, obviously, we can't go to America anytime soon, but they got shows in Tampa. You living in Dubai. What's going on with you? What's your plans?
Look, I think, honestly, I would have to look at doing, I mean, Jamie and I talk about it all the time, and we're never 100% sure what we're going to do because of the calendar and corona and everything else. So, I mean, look, I know he would like me to do a show earlier in the year, but I think for me, realistically speaking, I probably wouldn't do it till Romania, just because, like I said before, I would really like to, if I'm going to do it, I would rather do a pro debut at the show where I won my pro card, because I think that would be cool.
So we are, JB and myself, we fell in love in Romania, correct, JB?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a little bit more tan then, but we fell in love with you over there then. Anyway, Romania is the place to be. So 2020, we are hope that's in November, correct, guys?
Yes.
Or is JB November?
It's November.
Yeah. Hopefully by the summer, Europe will be, well, hopefully by August, Europe will be open, huh?
We hope. We hope.
Just a question. Will you be waiting to prep until the world open up?
No, because we've already started dieting now, actually. So
what?
I'm in week 3, because I said to Jamie, like, let's just start dieting, because obviously, like, I had my surgery, I had 3 months off. And I said to him, like, I really would like to just start getting in good shape again. And at least I can sit like around 8 weeks out. And then whatever happens is like not so hard, not so stressful. You know, we can just say, okay, let's do this and do it. So,
okay, cool, Cool. Well, did you watch the Olympia, by the way?
Of course I did.
So give us, who was your favorite? It doesn't matter who won. Who was your favorite physique in women's physique for you?
You know, honestly, I do really like Sarah because she's so shredded. Like, you know, you look, traditionally, I'm still a Juliana Malicane fan. That to me is what women's physique, to me, I would love to see that as the physique for women. But because I just think that like this whole new really, really hard look is a bit much. And I think that's more for bodybuilding than it is for women's physique. And I still think Juliana, although she was very shredded, she was very soft and beautiful at the same time.
So who was your favorite physique?
So it's hard to say, because I love Sarah. I did love Sarah, but, you know, yeah, I love the shape. I don't know. It's a hard one. I love the shape of Shanique so much. I know she wasn't as lean, but I still think she has such a beautiful shape, you know?
So I'll write down in the record book, Sarah Marie's favorite physique at the Olympia was Shanique Grant, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that, because in the rule books, there's women's physique are supposed to not be shredded, correct?
Yeah.
And women's bodybuilding are supposed to be shredded.
Yeah.
And what we are seeing, it's the other way around.
I know. Totally. You know, I have to say, though, the women's bodybuilding, the girl that won, like, fuck, she's amazing.
I know.
I love her.
Andrea Shaw.
Yeah. Love her. She's
I'm
incredible.
just saying, in general, we're seeing over the board, the women's physique girls are more shredded than the women bodybuilders last year.
Completely. Like, Sarah's, like, absolutely peeled to the bone. That's hard to beat in the women's physique class, you know, like.
Are you going for the shredded look, or are you going for the look that you yourself would enjoy the most? If you know what I mean, for yourself.
I would enjoy the most. Yeah.
Because you do bodybuilding for yourself and not for the judges, I would imagine.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if that's the right answer, but for me, I do it because I love the ride, really. And you know, I want to be the most beautiful shape, not necessarily, because I think sometimes when you're really shredded, you're not beautiful, you know? Like, it's still impressive, super impressive, but I just don't think it's like beautiful, like what my category is actually supposed to be.
No, it's a matter of opinion. Myself and JB, we enjoy the big freaks, shredded and huge. But
I know you do. I know you do.
But we do understand it should be every athlete's, especially when the division is, there's really not that much guidelines, you know, and they're saying something, they're rewarding something else, and you know, it is what it is. So it's got to be up to the athlete to bring whatever package they want and hope the judges like it, isn't it?
Yeah. But like, look, even women's figure this time was so surprising to see how jacked the women were in figure. I was like, what? When they came on stage, I was thinking, how come they're in heels, but they look like women's physique? I don't get it.
We enjoy the size, but we do see the confusion, obviously, for athletes.
They're impressive for sure.
Yeah. Well, Sarami, where can people reach out to you other than your Instagram? Do you have something else on your Instagram? Do you got some webpage or YouTube or something going on?
I do have a YouTube, but better, you can access everything from my YouTube's Builderella, but everything you can access from my Instagram anyway. But yeah, I do have YouTube now.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, wow. Yes, we know. We've seen some of you. You started to do it, but then you waited, then you stopped, and then you started again, or something like that. Correct?
I stopped because I had the surgery, so I wasn't really training. So now I'll start back up again. Now that I'm back in full swing again.
Can we ask? It maybe be a little bit personal, but a lot of girls seem to be doing them. Why did you do your surgery? Is it to look better in the suit, or?
Really, it was just because I just didn't have boobs for so long, and I thought, I wonder if it will make me look different. And then when I got them, I was like, wow, I can't wait to put them in the bikini.
Yes,
it really does change your physique, the way it looks as a whole. I didn't actually think that it would change it as much as it did.
Well, it looks, good. Some that's up to every athlete, the decision themselves to make, of course.
It is, yes. I just think sometimes we may be like, I don't think we ever get marked down for it as such. But I think if you're up against someone with a similar physique that has them, I think they will just look better.
We don't want to make him. We don't want to make him too big because that can really hurt the physique. Correct?
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
We've seen some girls go overboard and then they drop in placings because of it. You know.
Yeah. Look, a lot of women, I think, in bodybuilding, they're the ones that go the most extreme.
Well, that's why we enjoy bodybuilding, correct? Because we like everything to the extreme. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and we're going to catch up before Romania when you're in proper prep mode, and the world's going to be open, and it's going to get interesting, correct?
Yes, everything will be interesting when the world opens. I forget what that's like now.
Yeah, well, we can only hope. Well, thank you for your time, Sarah Marie, and we can't wait to talk to you again.
Thank you for having me, guys. So nice to see you again.
Now, let's have a talk to one of the most popular women bodybuilding stars in the whole wide world, and she's here on the Female Bodybuilding channel. And let's talk to Kristina Nicole Mendoza. Yeah, we're back in the building on Female Bodybuilding channel, and today we got Kristina Nicole Mendoza again in the building. How are you?
I'm great. A good start to the new year.
You're at your job now, correct?
Yes, I am.
Full-time job and full-time athlete, correct?
Yes.
Great. So the Olympia is went. You saw the Olympia, of course.
I was there in person. It was amazing.
It got you motivated.
Oh yeah. Yes, it did.
So the reason that we have you on is because now finally we've seen some promotion of shows again. Finally.
Yes. It looks a lot more organized this year. So I'm excited.
So what is the plans to our favorite women's bodybuilder, Young Stars? What's her plans for 2021 now? Because you made your plans.
Yes. I actually already discussed with my coach, which I have a new coach this year. It's a female. First time I'm using a female coach.
Yes.
Her name's Michaela Acock. She is actually a competitor herself.
Yes.
And she does coach a physique competitor. I forget her name. She's from Romania.
She's from where?
Romania.
Buona.
So it's gotta be
Yes, he got
Buona
it.
Marinescu.
Mura. We had her on our last episode, Mura Marinescu.
Yes, her.
So why did you decide to go with Maya Lakeka? Because we know her. She switched to women's bodybuilding herself.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So why did you go with her?
She hasn't competed. She didn't compete last year. I don't know what her plans are exactly. We're just tunnel vision on my goals for this year. I chose her because I actually reached out to her. Nothing wrong with my previous coach. It just didn't work. No hard feeling. We're still friends and everything like that. I just reached out to her. I think her training is amazing. She always brings condition to herself and her clients. She's a woman, so I feel like the communication and connection is a lot stronger. And that's very important to me. And we have the same perspective of what I want to do as a women's bodybuilder in this, as my career. So I'm excited. I've never felt more confident coming into the year.
Okay.
She's already given me a plan. I'm not 100% on prep yet, as it's still pretty early in the year, but I am on a strict, meal plan, not eating outside of my diet or anything like that. And so far it's going great. There's already changes and I'm excited.
We saw the first 2-week progress pics, correct? On your Instagram?
Yes, and I'll be posting them weekly to try to show more of my progress on social media.
So what's the plan? What show have you picked for yourself now?
So far, the goal is first show is in Tampa Pro, which is early August, I believe.
Early August, Tampa Pro, because Tampa is a place where shows don't get canceled.
Yes. Yes, that's pretty much it for sure. Also, Michaela lives there. I have family there, so it'd be nice for them to come too. And I always wanted to do that show. I don't know what it is, something about that show that I've always wanted to do. After Lena Popa won it 2018, I believe. She inspired me to compete Tampa Pro. It was just a great show. And then I also want to do the Savannah Pro show. That's the one I did last year.
Yeah.
I had a great time. It was so organized. It was a beautiful venue, a beautiful city. So I would like to do that one too.
When is that?
That one's early September. So about 4 weeks maybe apart, not even.
Good. So that means, you're going to go for the first one, but that means you can prep for, you don't have to prep, correct, for August and then September, correct?
Yeah. Yes. I also am going to apply for the Rising Phoenix Championships. Since I missed it last year, I definitely want to get that done this year. And then, of course, hopefully qualify for the Olympia within Tampa and Savannah.
Okay, so the plan is Tampa, that's in late August.
Yep.
And then we have Savannah in September.
Yep. And then right now, Rising Phoenix and Olympia are kind of a question mark.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure they're going to be towards the end of the year. I have a feeling, but we'll see.
Obviously, well, not obviously, but most likely, we don't know nothing about Arnold Class. We don't know if there's going to be an Arnold Classic even. And then if there's going to be, I don't think there's going to be women's bodybuilding at Arnold Classic, yeah?
No announcement on that yet. It would be nice for it to come back. If it did come back, depending on when it's scheduled for, that's something that I would probably look into as well, if it fits into my schedule.
I hope that we will see some women. It's more than women's bodybuilding there. For some reason, I have no idea. There's no 212 at the Arnold.
Oh.
But they have a lot of, they have pole dancing and gymnastic and things like that instead. So let's hope we'll see some 212 in women's bodybuilding instead. But anyway, yeah. So Rising Phoenix, you sent your application yet or?
No, they haven't posted anything about it yet. I think they're waiting until they find date and venue. But once they do send that off, I think they'll probably send it after they announce the ambassadors for 2021. And then they'll announce the Rising Phoenix date. So once they do that, I'm going to send it off and hopefully it's all back to back. That would be great.
I'm going to text Jake right now and tell him to send the invite already to Rising. JB, we have to have Kristina at the Rising, correct? Yes. Okay, well, that's interesting. We just want to see your plans because a lot of people are asking. There are some big stars that we want to see do really well in 2021. And obviously you want one of them, so that's going to be good. So a lot of shows. Good. When will we get the answer if you're going to become a Wings of Strength ambassador, by the way?
They announced it publicly on their Instagram on the February 15th, I believe.
Oh, good. So we are like 10 days, 10, 20. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
You applied for it, I hope?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. So good.
It's
New
a great
coach.
You don't want to miss that program.
Good. No, is this your second? You've been 2 times or 1 time a Wings of Strength ambassador?
This would be my 4th year.
Oh, 4th year.
Yeah, I when they first started the program, I was one of the first girls. I guess they kind of wanted to see how it went. It was me and Noelle that first did it that year. I don't think
Who is Noelle?
Noelle, you know,
Rockwell.
I stuck.
Noel Rockwell.
JB? What?
Noel Rockwell.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I met you both at the FIBO.
Yes. Yes, she was a people as well. She competed in women's bodybuilding. It's been a couple years that I don't believe she is going to proceed with competing, but at the moment she was competing in women's bodybuilding, and it was 2018, which was the first Wings of Strength ambassador program. And then after that, it kept growing and growing and growing. So it would be my 4th year now. Would be honored as always.
JB, 4 years, 2 years as a pro, and 4-time Wings of Strength ambassador. This is a good sign. Well, good. We just want to know your plan. And one last thing, what will be the focus on this off season? Well, prep off season for you, physique wise.
I feel really confident going in this prep. I think I'm gonna nail it this time. I'm eager to nail it this time. Conditioning. Obviously, want to put on a little bit more muscle on the upper body as much as we can leading into prep, but conditioning. I want to come healed, and I think Michaela and I are going to do that together.
Great. We are desperate for bodybuilding action. We are desperate. New York Pro, I would agree it's too early, correct?
I think they announced it. It's going to be in Tampa again.
I meant for you. It's too early for May.
Oh, early, yes.
Yeah. So it's smart for that. Well, guys, you have to wait to August to see you on stage again, and we'll catch up before that. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Next up on the Female Bodybuilding channel, we're talking to Jozeffa Alajahji. She's one of the biggest NPC European stars we have in Europe, and she's got a major announcement for the Female Bodybuilding channel. Let's see what it is. Let's go. Welcome back, everyone, to the Female Bodybuilding channel. We got JB up in the building, and today we have Sweden's most trending NPC athlete in the world, Jozeffa, say your last name.
Alajahji.
There you go. JB, say it one more time.
Alajahji.
Jozeffa Alajahji.
That is right.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your story, because we got some breaking news. But before we go to the breaking news, tell everyone in the female bodybuilding landscape, who is Jozeffa?
It's one girl from Sweden, originally from Syria, now living in Spain, living the life, and yeah, that's it.
So for people who don't know you, you competed in figure in Sweden, correct?
Yeah, I did. 2 years ago, I did my last shows. I got my ass disqualified, and yeah.
That whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Then you took 2020 and 2020 off, correct? For growth, correct?
Yeah, exactly. 2020, I started with my prep. Everything was perfect. And then Corona came and ruined that plan.
Then 2021, you made some big decisions in your life. You said, I want to get some. No, first of all, there's a big king in Spain that told me, AJ, I think I found someone really, really special. Who's that king, JB? Who do you think that is?
Of course, Emilio.
So Emilio Martinez, who's currently the king of Spain, he is he used to compete top level. His wife is Veronica. What's her last name?
Gallego.
Who is a top FBB pro. And now he's the king of Spain. He's putting on all the shows. People's been in Alicante, and he's putting on tremendous amount of NPC shows and pro shows down there. And I was down there with Brandon Curry last year, and a very charming, fashionable, also a very fashionable man. He loves his fashion also. But he told me, AJ, I said, yes, I found someone that I believe could be the future of women's bodybuilding. And I said, who? He said, Jozeffa. I said, what? Women's bodybuilding, not physique first? He said, no, we have a plan. So then you moved to Spain, correct? So what has it been like down in Spain for you, training-wise?
Training-wise, everything, it has been so amazing. Everyone is so amazing. It's like I should have got here long time ago. Everything is in another level. People are like really understanding, supportive, open. It's completely different. I can't even, compare.
You can't compare.
No, it's not possible to compare.
So you have a big announcement. What's the announcement? This is a breaking news.
Breaking news. Okay, I had no idea. I saw my good friend and brother, Emilio, and he was the one telling me, Jozeffa, you are going for bodybuilding. You are not going for women's, you are going for bodybuilding. And I was like, yeah, and when he, spoke a little bit with me and everything, I was like, what? So, yeah, that's what the plan is right now. Change from figure to bodybuilding.
Okay. JB, JB is all very, JB, you've seen a lot of changes. Is this the right move?
I think yes. It brings a little bit spice in the European scene, and I think, and I really think that Jozeffa has the potential to be on top on the European scene, and women's bodybuilding especially, because she has, the shape and she has the potential. That's the point, because we saw her grow and grow all the years. So, what's the limit? I don't know.
But over the years, isn't she only, how old are you? 25? Aren't you like 25 or something? How old are you now?
I am still 24.
Yeah. So over the years, JB, what do you mean over the years? How long have you been following Jozeffa's career, JB?
Long enough. No. I think it's about 3 years now. And how long have you been training, Jozeffa?
I started training in the gym when I was 13, actually.
Yeah, it's over 10 years now. So.
Yeah.
So you're going into women's bodybuilding. You saw the Olympia. You seen Andrea Shaw, Margie V, Helle Trevino, Irene Anderson, your fellow Swede there. What do you think you need to do? First of all, what do you think you need to do to get that pro card? And in Europe, to be fair, it's, well, actually everywhere, you don't need that level to turn pro. Because we've seen last year some girls get the women's bodybuilding who aren't necessarily Olympia level yet, if you know what I mean. So what do you think you need to do to get that pro card first in women's bodybuilding?
I want to have, when I go and compete, I want to have a body that's ready for Olympia.
Okay.
Going and competing there. So I will be focusing much on my volume, symmetry, condition, everything. So the first show I make, I want, I want to have a look like, okay, yeah, she could easily, go to Olympia and place there. So I will be waiting until my coach tell me, okay, yeah, you look like a freak now. Let's do it. And we find a pro qualifier and pro show together.
Who is your coach?
It's from Sweden, actually.
Oh, okay. You have a name or?
Yeah, Frederick.
Frederick.
He has been with me a long time.
Okay, Frederick. Okay. So we are going to put on the mass now, correct? And symmetry?
And with my amazing friends from here, amazing the king, Emilio, and his wife, he have the eye for that. It's gonna be, I am so excited.
Man, it's exciting news for us in Europe because we can't travel to America that much with this COVID situation and whatnot. So it's music to our ears when we have something to look forward to, because at shows in Europe it's usually only 6-7 girls, and some of the pro qualifiers are not that stacked. So it's going to be great having more talent and more stars to look for the future, and this is going to get good. Walk us through, how do you prep now? Well, how's your day now as a women bodybuilder potential? How's your day?
Like, I am eating more than I should, more than I thought I would. My training now is a little bit different. I am really focusing on the muscle contact with the muscle, because before I was training similar to like a strongman. Now I am really trying to, if I am training quads, I am trying to only activate the quads. It's, a little different, but I am seeing that it's making a big difference. So yeah, it's basically, yeah, you can eat a little bit more. You're not so hungry. I am so excited. I just can't wait.
How many calories around are you at?
Right now, I do not know, but like, I am eating a lot now.
4,000 or 5,000 or?
No, lower. I always, before, because I competed in figure, I always, ate low calorie.
Okay, yeah.
Like not over 2,300, just, to keep, but yeah, those numbers are, all in the past.
Yeah, it's good because we used to see you training, and we've seen some amazing numbers there. Those leg videos, but they're not exactly always mind-muscle connection, correct?
Yeah, no, it's, just, forcing the weight up. And now it's definitely, different, because I really need the depth, I need the density, I need everything in the muscle for being, for competing in bodybuilding. So it's definitely different now. Well, we just wanted to have you on to hear what the plans were, because a lot of people are asking about you and sharing your things on Instagram, and you're a European celebrity now. So now it's time to get that pro card as well, and it's time to turn pro in Europe and hopefully do some damage in America in 2022. I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be good. We're going to put in where everyone can follow you and everything, and we are excited for 2021, even though it's COVID, aren't we, Jozeffa?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. One thing. Okay, Jozeffa, we can't wait. Me and JB, we're going to be, of course, in, because probably it's looking like either Spain or either Romania, or because we got focus on Europe first, correct? To get the pro card, because we can't travel. So it's either going to be Spain, Portugal, or, that's where JB?
Romania.
Or Romania. Yeah, we're going to be at all those events. So hopefully we're going to see you turn pro this year, Jozeffa, huh?
Hopefully. I cannot wait.
Yes. Okay, Jozeffa, thank you for your time, and we'll speak to you soon, okay?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.